Mame kwa humana sombra, and I will share my views and comments on this one. But mame kwa humana sombra, na mene a honorable, osanso a deputy chairman, Emma the Defense and Internal Committee, our Parliament MP for Wa West. Okay, Defense and Interior Committee, MP for Wa West. Superintendent retired Peter Lanchene Toobu, or line so na menono ending komo. Emfa issues here. Dr. Maneboma raising no na fi yending komo ni yenhwe mpemfo ewo muntinu yebetie from the security point of view. Honorable Mache bibi aboko there.
Minya kojo mpacho mejoso mbom design.
Radio adom kakrakra yeguso.
Mono juma pa mo bo mangana.
Yeda se.
Na mudi wa mi se kabima mo yentimi nko yanim.
Ohu sa yeda se pa. Yeso yeda mo ase se mokoso a eso ehyehyem mrapa. Ene kwan ebe fa so man no so bitumi edi ye yeda se pa. Nice. Honorable enra metie Dr. Omane Boama meyem hyeme kakra. Data meyem hyeme ne se meye Ghana ni meye omanmu ni a sebio se yeti etuo ho asem a na yeyem hyehyen se ye beka kire ye se ye de ammunitions ede akoma another national security and I say yeah one of our security institutions na accountability abeya asem esesa oman no Ghana ni bia otie wo ne esesa ne yam hye no anasa oda onda
mini ambacho medase me kwanye weso achia tie fo nyina na ma chia mi amenua the Minister of Defense Dr. Omane Boama ankasa me chia Honorable Mubarak Muntaka, Minister for Interior, okuta responsibility so national security. All the people within the security sector and the pay Michel Bia. If you say Omona, Aya Omonda, Yetimida. The Omoda Jaya and the energy are Samatuyen. So near Wabe Kain Yentina Supam. If he said security in some and Yenin Nana the goon from them. A be an Oka ye. Or team who can catch them near my course, so and maybe a chomu. Ye say, be a best ye. Me pacho, that Bibi that was so jamu. Ye shall young food dear. Let us say, your President Ankasa, the Commander in Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Obit Naira. It's a very serious matter. And Untina, that the records within the Ghana Armed Forces. And to me, I say, Bibia ira aye hu babia ade ne faaye ontimi nkwagina babi nka se within the Ghana Armed Forces record aye so straight Bibia ira ontimi nfa ontantine se eye asumasi ene be holding the panel responsible entimi nsisa but ye transfer name free Ghana Armed Forces at the national security a ene na kofa asem ye bae em se yankasa ye oman no eduru me bia ye mpese be ka no kra kire ye ho Itacho national security niti and I say omupeni ni afene saying national security coordinator Mr. Mekao or your coordinator. So national security and another agency just say you found for sure matadia omo dani police and also dani soldier. That be me pacho a police phone in Morgana, a soldier phone in Morgana, immigration, fire service, customs, narcotic control commission, i.e. National Intelligence Bureau. Now I say me to say mo person mo dani no Econo Bureau of National Intelligence. Now the acronym BN and Enda Sonjina Wa. I mean apparatus within the national security structure. In other words, national security na jina hono. When you na ka hono friend the national security. And there was National Security Council Secretary. But ye mistake na who say a national security secretary, council secretariat no, and also done another security agency there. Asamba, the usual na bedding say ya. But what can do? If he say waka, but a national security secretariat point home and the HI say, you should mo ye in ano. The Bassa Ghana for Benyamu no cry womu dear, Mumfam better dry. Say, except at a Mumfam better dry. The answer patasa mu wiyamu de beto Johnson ne munka monuntu na monhwem ba bia say ade na de to eda na munfa nto ha thousands of ammunition me pacho se wonim juma bullet ba ko betimi adia bullet ba ko wonim juma bullet ba ko betimi adi Now I can say thousands of ammunition. Ya transfer ko babi e yun babi e wa. E say one kasa oda ju bisa say nti ya call no saying e ba no saying na bedu babi e we. But nyamin chade the new National Security Coordinator, Commissioner of Police, Osman Abdul Razak, minimum for more than 30 years. Ni esa kata biya onye na Ghana nfa na tuma pamfra e wa bambom no. Me wo didie pa se obetimaye. So yanja ma
Honorable, I will ask all the street questions. I mean, because I'm a security person, so you can forgive us. But ordinary Ghanaians, you maybe say questions, maybe say, they are now with security, so obetias here. Ayana, I will processor your fast war, say your transfer ammunitions, even crowd police, hokra, akwa another police unit. Transfer no, ayana emrada hon krata da hon bibia da hon meboa.
Le patch pepe.
Okay. Ana baby ye de eye ammunitions ni go no am friend amri no so no ye wo panyin na odan no meboa.
Pepe.
Panyin na odan no enye political appointee na emom no eye ni dibre esefata se wodu ho nti na de ama no o ye sojani meboa.
Oh, ye professional person.
Professional. Enti no say yetumi ehun say 1000 etumi efi eye Ghana Armed Forces eho akodi another security unit ensemu na so mo de be ye adwuma megidi ye se aya omo tracy e checke de omo de ye serial numbers ni bibi omo checke bibia
me pacho me dace ade ba kwa wo ho say first question ye transfer ammunition free Ghana Armed Forces e the national security say kwede
no na mente yentia se Ghana for yentia
anything that Minister of Defense utie ne kasa or say irregular ayade aye won o transfer soldier for buba over thousands e dia call national security o de kwede
omo no mu hia wo ho
no o de kwede den anything o kan say irregular no aka make sure national security no ho a coordinating body. A better BBS, na national security coordinator officer with there, a soldier for na say omoya. Me pa cho soldier for monkonya. Soldier for be kwa koji Toobu bana wo soldier mu no mo da kwa yedwuma no. Say police for say police o monko mu police amore no monkoji niam no monko yedwuma. Say better a joint operation na soldier for ni police for nyina be bomu a police for monko soldier for ngoji Toobu o be kwa mu ha kwaje omo de. Soldier for be kwa mu ha kwaje omo de. Omo wia no makwa yedwuma na bom. Obi a wia no sa de ni tu akwachiri ba bia okopa no. And the minister can't say irregular. Say irregular, dear. Nienti irregular, Timmy Mark, MSC, and also say Hushum. So, Minister of Defense, and also Hushum, what brought the irregularity?
Exactly.
Chief of Army staff now, one and not on man to me, sir, on your Sadian. Let me patch the Chief of Defense staff as Amerano on the approved Sadiana. When you have a question, sir, Minister of Defense, I so be, sir.
And again, for cross to the
now on national security as a mom because what transfer come on we are national security coordinator so yara hwehwem nema bi ba ha na say e ba ya na de den e bi kai a say san de ko back na ana ye den go see ana ne kai na ye de den any national security coordinator juma Minister of Defense on timi nko ho but on hwe na irregularity na o ka ho asem no irregular transfer of thousands of ammunition
because
one na approval one na request
exactly enti yam see because yet krom oman mu na unimpa so say enema ekokoso wo krom hanom a yenti ase obeti na ye say boku na enema bi asi we na ha asi na gunshot afaha na amanfo kratio enye small arms kra de enko hu ansem kra nwie enti say Ghana ni te say ye say ya transfer 1000 ammunitions na national security for so catch so Ghana forces for catch so mu nim maye yehu obi afa maybe so more committee would you want to first off call the defense minister to parliament to really deeply to check some of these things Anna
Mr. Chamedase the minister ko da wa ye ne e fi se wa ye bibia ye be say bonabaso any defense and interior committee or but not Ghana for you. Yeah, we are representatives of the people. The Siakrano representatives of people no crowd, but or say my main country Ghana for you. Or the Kukudu and the Bekasache Ghana for you, Ghana for Muntiene see maybe a chum. But Monka Mukumatum. Say me, Cathy, the Guswa, of course. You should know a question. Defense and Interior Committee. You're very, very interested. I could see saying. Never we actually except Patase, almost Fantua Bontina. You better for someone Fantua Bontin. I send Patase the better Bontina. You better say, young Fantua Bontin. But near one say, you should. A Toobu, what the quiet danger. Ni Nasa. There report to Ben or Say, ya. Niakana ewo hin. So where your questions are? Say ye bisa. But obi da no a friend national security coordinator onimide. Yanjaman.
Would you advise that mena yebom sobo say mabeje over 1,000 ammunitions? Menfa mai ne asaba me ho say mensan enhwehwem. Would you advise anka yemfe a independent body to really look into this matter between Ghana Armed Forces and then the national security?
Any a disaster. Yanjama Nyamea Yadum the change of leadership crab national security. Near no one no so Yanjama no vision. I think that national security structure is in such a way say it is like Supreme Court. What is the Supreme Court when you go to me or Mangaza to me change or Mangaza more decision. So national security has the capacity say obey near Fata Ghana. I know Biatem. Yanjama.
One of the other critical issues Orezi honorable and also yemshie yemebunua ye form and also we can recruitment course war previous MPP government and they say yedomo eba soldier nim. We're looking at almost about 2,872 ye kan ho asemi. Minister for Defense catch ye ne say Sankrofi train bi ankoso amomo.
Training bian koso amaomo
dabi o ye fa omo de na mom ye de omo koye no ye hu so training bian koso amaomo ono akasa visit training center hono ko check for the past almost about 17 months in no training has been done for that 2,872 recruitment, you know. So because of this, you know, also bisa questions. I mean, and he's also saying that government will have to start a fresh recruitment. I asked myself, if we're going to start a fresh recruitment, what happens to the 2,872? The reason is no man say, medical checks and in your form, you cannot stand with it now. Ebiana, trim. I feel so age, you know why it's a crown. What are we going to do to these 2,872?
Okay, mame sre kakra na me ya no ma. Nyame na ya adom se Dr. Omane Boama and Minister of Defense. Me Peter Lanchene Toobu na Minister of Defense. Ne u kan Ukraine en na nka ubeka. Because never course no. Na me to me hwedi na me say Ghana bambo ho nsem na emuaye chakase. Sa ne pa nipa. Sa pa ne pa nipa. Na hwe se the Bambo Jumabet say cry. Ghana Armed Forces, there should be the last point. Your policy name of fee the call. Mr. Meka, Ghana Armed Forces. Your quabontin, if you want to pride in the state institution, I say integrity, professionalism, Ghana Armed Forces. So there be a cafe. Say Bibiana, your best say Bibia Crami Pacho, and what a national image. My young fire near and alcohol. The whole contract the way I see funny power. Because of the background in air, such a union carbon thing. Or by you, if he saying some call was soon in time, you didn't see, so I didn't think I was on, but I see Abutre, or Munina Ghana for. But Oma Mun Sanfata, Obi Okra, vet in the Krawan Kobi, Obi Okra medicals were failing. Yadwako. Yami had no one who know who we are training the pet. From first man na medical bill and all the brabine. And you can't have a sick army. You can't have a weak army. You can't have an old army. obi o wa ebia ni age no kwatra what be 50 years atra be afi na gusu lazy boot okombe no bet makokon we want a young and very vibrant army in the culture say udi 18 years no we soldier mu a o serve 24 no what is saying still very energetic 42 bia na ukofie but Saudi 35 no ko di soldier na say over 7 for 30 years at the age of 65 now the lazy boot soldier ben no soldier ben anything and maybe chrono be wa because of the security nature of omana omotimu no but we ko di soldier 20 years oh we are now abedi police there was a transition no or maybe oh di soldier 20 years maybe now a captain wait we abedi police near transfer rank ne will be there because the requirement of policing is very different from that of the army. So over even more training, civil training, and more orientation with my police but because of that discipline and integrity now, we are police and also to me, but Ghana we can be creating an aged army, we can be creating a very sick army, we can be creating a weak army. So near Dr. Omanebo Amakayano, Obia on San Fatabia on union free. No one be a Ghana from Rantan and Babawa, apply the integrity of the service must come back. Fanya, Obia on Sapatabia, don't even try it. Never a course war in the past few years I told me there, young cohort, because sometimes at the bank, we also call bank for a bank for from because the SI to affect the integrity of the bank. We are not panic withdrawal or bank nagu. So sometimes we know what to say, but we don't say it because of national security, because of our unity, because of the purpose of the fact that mamuna almost see a friend of Kabinu. Yen can boom ye. So yen na eka. But near all ye no dear. On Cosononia. Now on Canoho. Now Mrantia we squam page my. How can you recruit in 2021? None parity was it 2024 me sack of 2021 recruits now. Me ya man to man qualify me for more shame. Which HR policy is this? Which HR even a practice idea? But Nyamincha de Ghana for Soria Casate 57.something%. President John Mahama best or mine. So yeah, reset it. Yamano.
Matthias, but a quick one, I'll be Cocrano. Once all Casano, Mekan, Dr. Maneboama, he raised almost about 15-point vision or the Emma, the defense ministry to retool them in terms of Omoniema, Sebi, Atochima Kakra. He's looking at almost about $1 billion to do that. Now, Obi Bisa say, is it somehow advisable, say, Ayana defense won't send some Sikano, Yadi Tujana, Essence Ayana, Yamshi owns a military name, security won't seek a sem there. Ayana and time can, but yet $1 billion, no business in this case, when he need.
President John Mahama is a very transparent person. He believes in the principle of accountability, accounting to the law and accounting to the people. After all, you can never Ghana upon the better. So, Oka, near here and Oka. They cannot be free here, but send a walk will be say Ghana upon you. I say, oh, and the month fast came out. I said, upon no multimillion never year my President Mahama confessed Canada. But the point is that it's a constitutional requirement, say, the Ghana Armed Forces must be equipped and maintained to perform a traditional role, including a Jimaphobia President John Mahama and other Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, So, you have to first of all equip and maintain them. So, why equip your mom? So, sometimes they give a dog a bad name and hang it. And then Nippano Nyade, or the budget they buy no. Or catch us say, a Toobu say, for example. Nipa 10 kokonto kwabi e tuba akupe ne kita mo o se minya so pese kokono ye dia ne fa tuo no 9 beka ho ne obia nkita bi o se woni bi enso pachoko o de ba kono ko uti anye ye na sa nipa na okita tuo na tuo no kunu fesa nka na aka ndem ye te se mwa ye be twetwo mo nyina amene so it's part of policy say aban aban hihye say aban be make sure say he will retool the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, for national defense. And I know, as a matter of fact, Wabaye be paying. Nyame aduma within these 4 years, the Ghana Armed Forces, or me form to my papra.
Okay. Honorable, you better say ne additional education or their firm. Yeah, that's it, baby.
Nyame nkan.
Yes, the MP for Wa Western Africa. So